I like it. Quentin King, welcome. Hello, everybody. Paul here, Music Villa, downtown Bozeman, Montana. And today we're checking out a new, very new, all new design Taylor guitar. Gold label.
Yeah.
Gold label what? 814?
814
Okay.
E.
So 814 and then E is electronics.
Right. And then
Kind of goes with our theme of what we've been talking about this whole
this
we've
session,
been filming
yeah.
all morning here, and every guitar we go to film has been like redesigned, and
reinvention.
And I'm like, wait a minute, why is that model 814 and it's got koa back inside, and it's not even exactly the same shape as a 814 as a Grand Auditorium, is it? It looks a little bit different, but what this is the new design, new Andy Powers design, and I don't know if it's a limited run. We don't know all the information yet. I actually did an interview with Andy about this guitar, okay, about a month ago. And then it's been sitting here, and now we're about ready to launch this guitar. And I'm like, Quentin, we need to do a video. And then you show up, and I'm looking at this thing going, I don't remember much about it. I don't remember what we were doing.
Yeah, well,
but
that was
it's going to come to me.
That was one of the other things we were talking about, right? Is
Yeah.
that the volume of guitars and the information describing the instruments that flow through Music Villa, now 2 locations, Bozeman and Billings.
Yes.
Culture Suite. There's no way you can retain all the details. Right. So many custom components, features, and then add to that the manufacturers are reinventing redesigning their flagships and their standard models. So.
And I got like 20, 30 brands to deal with, and they every couple of years they change everything, and then they throw in these, I don't know,
these unique little customs. This thing, well, let's just even without all the specs, we'll put the specs below.
And I do have another life too. Like I have other stuff in my head. Yeah.
No, I don't.
Besides guitars, there's other things in my brain, but they just. They just don't hang very long anymore.
No, that's all right. We've got this
kind of in and out.
CRS. You heard of CRS?
No.
Can't remember.
Oh yeah, I gotcha.
Stuff.
I have that a lot.
Anyway, so gorgeous color.
Let's talk about this, because
this is just a beautiful piece.
It is redesigned, and I think the big thing about it is the bracing. If I remember now, it has a different, I think maybe it's kind of a fan brace. It takes some elements of a classical guitar, and so it's a little bit different bracing pattern. I haven't looked in there and really looked at it yet. I believe the top is Engelmann. Cool design. I like the pick guard. I like the inlays. The headstock is really cool. I like that kind of old logo and that kind of angled headstock. See that?
Yeah, I can see that.
That is cool.
And I don't know what they're calling these tuners. They're calling them 510 something.
Yeah, those are nice too. Really nice tuners.
Gosh, my eyes are terrible. Super machine head, is that what it says? Anyway, I'm calling them blue steel because they have this bluish.
Yeah, and they are just precise. They're really cool.
They're very, they feel nice. I don't know, that sounds weird to say, but everybody's grabbed a loose tuner and
they do.
This
they feel amazing.
They
get a good ratio.
Yeah. Now, what I noticed when I picked this up is I always say Taylors are invariably some of those playable and comfortable guitars to play. Right. But what I noticed on this one, and it's not a challenge to play, but it does feel like the action's a little bit higher than traditionally. Okay, that's good to know. So get this. Here's the beauty of this. And the thing sounds great too, by the way. Yeah. Okay, so this has just been sitting down here. It's probably changed a little bit, in our drier climate here and stuff as well. And so the other thing about this that's really cool, so with Taylor guitars, and right now, if you need a neck reset on a Taylor guitar, you can unbolt the neck, and there's a shim, and you put in the proper shim. There's a certain number, and you can neck angle it. Okay, older guitars, as they get older, the necks pull. Right. Then you keep lowering your saddle, and then all of a sudden there's no saddle left, and you need a neck reset on a guitar. It's about $800 to do a neck reset. This guitar has a special design to it, and now you can just angle this neck. That's the kicker to this guitar. So in addition to relief, you can actually adjust angle.
Exactly. You got neck relief, which is the truss rod there. You can adjust that.
And it gives you a little curve there.
But now You can also,
actually change the whole thing.
let's say the action's high on this guitar
Mm-hmm.
and the neck is straight.
Right.
Then we don't want to do anything with the
Crank
neck
down,
because
right.
if the neck's already the way it needs to be, so what has to happen is you need to put a little tilt on it. You need to get that neck tilted. So what's going to be cool is I'm going to take this upstairs when we're done here and have our tech experiment with that.
Yeah.
And we'll
And I can see the different
is there
contact
two?
points.
Yeah.
And of course, I'm sure you got a truss rod.
Yeah, truss
under
rod
there,
there.
so you're just relief. But you
Yeah.
can see where there's access to some machinery, some
Right.
mechanics that will allow you to.
That's
change
pretty
that.
cool though. It's easy to just
Well, it's a nice. I mean, that's something a builder would think about, right?
Yeah.
Most guitar players. I suspect most guitar players don't have guitars long enough where they actually need
true.
a reset. We just did that. Was it 44?
Yeah.
Martin.
Yeah.
And
Yeah,
we were
yeah.
saying it had definitely had
Yeah.
some type of reset, some fretwork and all that. But that's a builder who's thinking well into the future because they're building an instrument that they want to
Yeah.
last for hundreds of years,
Yeah.
right? So.
But if you're touring all the time, if you're touring full time,
Oh yeah.
and you're going to different climates, this would be a handy. Let's hear it. Nice.
It
I like
has
it.
a really pleasant sound.
Yeah.
So there's a lot of opinions out there. I'm an X-Brace fan. I love X-Brace sounding guitars. The V-Brace has some features that are very functional and useful.
Yeah.
This new bracing, I like it.
Yeah.
So far, so good.
Yeah.
The tone, it feels very woody.
Yeah.
Now that could be just the elements of the Engelmann and the
Yeah.
Koa and this particular put together, but it sounds very nice.
Yeah, it does.
It's got some depth,
Yeah.
a reasonable amount of depth, but it's still very crispy. And I don't know,
Yeah,
it just sounds
it
really
does.
nice. I like this.
Yeah. It's gonna be a keeper. I like it.
All right. I'm curious if the gold label 814E is going to be more of a standard feature, or is this going to be a few one-offs? Or that?
We don't know yet. We're
All right,
waiting.
well.
We're waiting for this to launch. This will be launching soon, and we'll find out more, and we'll see what if it's going to be a whole line,
Yeah. Gold labels.
gold label line, or what's going to go on. So there you have it, the gold label from Taylor. And thanks, Quentin.
You bet.
Appreciate it. Thanks for watching.